Hello and welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in on tonight's daily live stream. Liverpool latest news from around the world and pre-match, post-match shows as well. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, whatever social media platform you're on. You're absolute legends. If you're having a lovely night, let me know what you've been up to, what you've had for some cheese gran anyway. But we're two talking points really that we'll be discussing tonight. Will be Saul from Atletico Madrid and Renato Sanches, two very high-profile midfielders that Liverpool could potentially be analysing, having a look at anyway. Two players that have really been intrigued with latest rumours. Evening, lads. How are we? Connor from the Cop Council. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. Connor, I know you're probably busy tonight. I know you've just done a video. Make sure if you're not aware of Connor's channel, make sure you head over, subscribe. He's just shy of 500 subscribers, so it really mean a lot for me and obviously him as well. He's doing some excellent content. So if you want a more in-depth analysis of Ryan Gravenberch, he's just done a video on him, and most definitely he'll be doing a more in-depth video on Renato Sanches and Saul from Atletico Madrid. Connor, let me know if you want to drop me the link anyway, but I do appreciate you, Andrew, and every single one of you for dropping in tonight, really, Reds. We'll get straight into it. The Saul transfer, a very interesting one. He's 26 years old from Atletico Madrid. Let's quickly get a sidebar up there as well, everyone. This is originating from La Razón, from the Spanish publication anyway. Reporting Spain claim that Atletico Madrid have agreed to sell Saul to Liverpool this summer. It's reporting that the Reds see the Atletico Madrid star as a possible replacement for Gini Wijnaldum, who joined PSG on a free earlier this week. The Times recently claims that Saul is valued at around 70 million euros, 60 million pounds. But the latest report from La Razón claims that Atletico are willing to negotiate for the midfielder. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Reds, he's a very high-profile midfielder. He's got a lot of attributes that are very similar to Gini Wijnaldum anyway, in terms of his different profile in terms of his height. I think he's about 5'8", 5'9", but I can understand if Liverpool do pursue this potential transfer. So he's a workhorse. He's very good technically on the ball, classic Spaniard anyway. But I think he's won 2 La Liga titles under Diego Simeone. He was an absolute nightmare when we played him in the Champions League. Anyway, so if Liverpool would go for this player, so I think he's a very, very good player, and for 50-60 million, I think that's an excellent buy. It would be for me personally. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, I've got that, Andrew, and you just queued me up there anyway. But let me know your thoughts on that, Reds. For me personally, I really do rate Saul in terms of him as a player. He's a fantastic, world-class player anyway. And I think if he did come to Liverpool, it'd very much be a benefit to him coming to Liverpool Football Club. I can understand if this interest does come to fruition, really, in terms of any potential truth in it. I think it very much highlights a very Jurgen Klopp player anyway, if you want to believe all the rumours. Yeah, apparently João Felix replied on Renato's Insta telling him to join Atletico. Renato replied, "I emojis. It's funny. Gabriel from Arsenal asked the same thing. I think about Atletico Madrid and Arsenal are being played. Very much interesting, mate." And we'll get straight on to the Renato Sanches one, as Andrew's just absolutely queued us up, really. Interesting. I think this won't be the last video we do on Renato Sanches. He's a player with immense ability, and when everyone talks about his dire performance at Swansea City when he did come, he was still a young player back then. And for me, if you're looking at that and looking at certain players move to clubs far too early on in the career. Obviously, Sanchez was on loan at Swansea. He was so young. He come off the back of a good Euros, good World Cup anyway, at such a young age. And you look at Salah when he was at Chelsea, he's not the player that he is now. He's a phenomenal player. And Jurgen Klopp, if he did get hold of Sanchez, I think he'd very much make him and mould him in the right areas, perform, improve his game. He's still a very young player, so he's got a lot of development to do in terms of his distribution. His ability on the ball is fantastic, and you only had to watch when Portugal were playing in the Euros the last couple of weeks anyway. It was so good in tight spaces, and I think that is what Liverpool still need. We haven't got that player apart from Thiago when he's got his back to players and he can stick out his backside. Similar to the ilk of the classic Jan Molby, a player that retains possession of the foot. He makes it difficult to really opposition attackers to really initiate that press and try and get the ball off them. So Sanchez, as I said, his ability on the ball is excellent. And if he did come to Liverpool, and that tweet that Andrew was discussing, I should have it here if technology works. As you can see there, he is on a private jet. And Twitter, Instagram, whatever platform you want to mention, blew up today. If you've been living under a rock anyway, but if you don't have those platforms, and he was around with the butterfly and the smiling emoji, whatever that means in terms of, but everyone lost their absolute marbles today on social media, as Andrew was mentioning. Joe Felix mentioned in the comment section below, come to Atletico, but will be interesting. You never know that if Sanchez does come to Atletico Madrid, could be another midfielder moving. I don't envision seeing Atletico letting Saul go, only due to the fact of obviously they let Thomas Partey move, but that his release clause got met at Atletico Madrid, and I think he very much regrets moving, and I think he would do anyway, moving to Arsenal, not had the best impact. But to lose two of their possible best midfielders at the football club, they'd have to either bring in Renato Sanches or another player of sheer quality in terms of the level of Saul, because he's very good. He's a very good player anyway. Andrew's just discussing there. I hope Renato joins. Me too, matey. I'd take one of them. They're both class. Saul caused problems for us in that disastrous UEFA Champions League side. He very much did, mate. And it was only going to be a short one. Apologies, it wasn't a bit more of a later one, but I will be back tomorrow for another live stream. Try and be a bit more earlier. And if you've got any thoughts, talking points that you want to be discussing, posing to your fellow Reds, leave them in the comment section below, as they always say, and I will reply to every single comment, and I will make them talking points in future shows as well. So, Reds, thank you very much, every single one of you that has tuned in. And if you're watching this on the repeat, you absolute legends. Have a quality rest of your night. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. But Reds, thank you for tuning in as always. Your support very much does mean the absolute world. And I'll see you tomorrow. You'll never walk alone. Ta-ra, Reds.